Hi, welcome to Moose Jaw Zoo this week. I'm Lyle Johnson, your host, and today we're going to talk to Roy LaBuick, the chairman and president of the Moose Jaw Friends of the Forces Fellowship. And Roy, welcome back to the program. You seem to be a really popular guest for us here, from all the different hats you wear.
Well, I love coming back. It's a lot of fun. It's been a little while. I think the last time was the car show, or
That's
was it
right.
Remembrance Day? Maybe,
Yeah,
maybe, well, could have been both.
yeah. Oh, yeah. And the Moose Jaw Friends of the Forces Fellowship, of course, is a very important part of our community. And you being the chair and leader of that, involved with, of course, the up and coming musical review. So let's talk a bit about the fellowship first, and what it is and what its purpose in life is.
Well, the fellowship has been part of the community of Moose Jaw going on about 12 years now. Um, we've been trying to work with building a better relationship between the community of Moose Jaw and 15 Wing and its members. The fellowship has been doing numerous fundraising over the course of those last 10, 12 years as well. Predominantly, of course, the car show, raising funds to help our local veterans and local organizations that our veterans use here in the community. So it's been a really good um, learning experience as to how the military functions between them and the community, and building that bridge to ensure the relationship between the two stays strong and positive for years to come.
Yeah, and so one of the other events that we do, haven't done for a few years, and that's the musical review, and it's a showcase of talent based either in the military or in the community, and we bring them together, and people can actually get a chance to hear some very talented people. And so, let's just talk a bit about. It's going to take place on March the 19th, which is a Sunday afternoon at 1 o'clock in the Timothy Eaton Center. And those are really, it's a really good showcase. I keep using that term because we do have a lot of talented people who are going to lend their talents to us to have the entertain the people in the community and the 15 Wing Moose Jaw. So let's talk a bit about uh, who's going to be there, Roy.
Well, it's yeah, as you said earlier, it's great to have everybody here and be able to do this again. It's been a few years since we did it. We always had a good turnout there in the auditorium at the Timothy Eaton's Garden Center. We got pretty much a lot of local talent here. Bonnie and the Jets, some country and some pop. Harold St. Pierre, he'll be doing like the Métis jigging. We've even got our very own Captain Rich McDougall doing a little vocals and guitar from the wing there. Desperate for Haggis, nice Celtic band. I'm sure a lot of people have heard of them. Kelly Superga will be playing the piano again, and Lauren Jackson was playing the piano, and the BBI choir we using playing some wartime music, and Joaquin Tyree with the guitar and vocals. So all local talent. A lot of the names I'm sure a lot of people have heard of before. They're all really good performers. I have heard of most of them, heard a lot of them. Most of them I've seen play. I think they're all a really good lineup that we've got here.
Yeah. Well, Bonnie and the Jets, of course, has a unique name and a little play on Benny, but they do contemporary music and fronted by Bonnie and Bonnie Watson and her daughter Kim, and I think granddaughter's in there too.
I believe so.
Yeah.
That entire family always been a musical family, that's for sure,
Oh yeah.
right?
Yeah.
All the way down. I think they're all involved in music in one form or another
Oh
somewhere.
yes. And different levels, but always
Yeah.
are entertaining and in the stuff that they do. And of course, the
Yes.
Churchill boys
Yeah.
are involved with the Took, and they're also involved with Shania Twain, and there's just a lot of it. But Bonnie, the mom, has been a performer for many years, and they do contemporary music, and people like to hear them sing and like to see them perform. It's certainly worthwhile.
Yes,
Rod Laporte is also a member of that group. We should
that's right.
remember. Yeah. So uh, Desperate for Haggis, of course, that's a Celtic band,
Yeah,
and it's got a lot of deep roots in it with uh, Don Mitchell and
yeah,
Don Shepard and Mr. Lavigne are in there too. And of course, they do Celtic instruments and they do some Celtic music, and they're very popular. And we try to appeal to different aspects of our community. It's going to be something for everyone.
yeah. There is a little something for everyone. I think
Yeah,
there's something there that appeals to all age groups and all musical preferences, depending on what you
yeah.
prefer. But there's not many names looking at this list here that um, we all probably, like I say, have heard of them and or
Yeah,
gone somewhere to a venue to listen to their music.
yeah,
They're all really great performers, and it's great to have a lot of these. Some of these have been with us before, and it's great to have them back. And it's going to look forward to seeing some of the new
yeah.
faces that we have on our lineup.
Mentioning new faces, we have a couple of groups we haven't had before, and a couple of entertainers, but very. I think they'll bring a lot of interest. Joaquin Tyree is a sea cadet, and but he also is a student at Peacock Collegiate, and I happened to see him perform at the Christmas Lit there, and he does a little bit of country music, and he's going to be people are going to be impressed and happy to see him on the show, and that's really good to have. And also on one of the other new ones, Harold St. Pierre is a jigger,
Hmm.
and I've never seen jigging live, but it's a Métis tradition,
Yeah,
and I'm sure people will really be entertained by that. And Lauren Jackson, of course, is going to do a little bit of music for the
yes,
people and a little bit of sing along. He's actually going to have people. He wants people to sing along.
yeah.
But
It definitely gets the crowd involved.
yeah, and there's a secret one in here that's kind of neat, and that's the Briarcrest Bible Institute. Each year, they do Ron Jagger and his people do a musical at Remembrance Day time, and that's held out at the Karen Board campus. And
Mhm.
they did this year a musical, and all the music that was done in it, it's linked together with letters from the front, which there are letters written by people who were at the base in Moose Jaw, at the at Cairnport Training Center, and they sent them back
Oh,
to England where they were from. And he would they incorporate these letters and music from the 1940s and all Canadian music this year that they did. I said, well, why don't you bring and share that with us in town? Because there are very talented musicians out there, vocally and instrumentally, but they're going to be able to share some of the show that they did on November 11th this year. So I think that'll be a real pick me up. And of course, I'm going to let you talk about our closing act of the 8 acts that we have. And that closing act, of course, is none other than Kelly Superga. Talk about
Kelly's
Kelly.
Kelly's very entertaining. He's a wonderful musician. You know, he really gets the crowd involved, and it's always a pleasure to have him there. He is, you know, I think he was born with a piano. He just plays that
Yeah,
piano like they're they're one of the same. You know, he just has such a talent for it. It is such a pleasure. In fact, I think the last time we did it, if I recall, he kept getting encores. People wanted more and more and more.
yeah,
I, I think we were getting to the point where we were going to get kicked out of the hall pretty soon because our
yeah,
time
yeah,
was up. So we had to get Kelly. We almost had to get the hook to take him off of the
yeah,
stage because
yeah,
people just love his performances. They're
yeah.
absolutely wonderful. If you've never seen Kelly perform, you got to come down here on March the 19th and watch Kelly. It's a real
Yeah.
special treat to watch this young man.
Yeah, and some of the things there is a fund cost to cover some of the expenses of bringing the groups together, and so the cost is how much, Roy, to come?
The cost is $7, and
And
we're going to have refreshments and some little dessert trays and that there as well, some snacks. there as well, which is included in that. Also, we will also have a penny parade table there, so you can have some items in there that you can try and win through our penny parade tickets, and it'll be a real fun afternoon. I think for a Sunday afternoon, we got some real good entertainment and a lot of fun happening there, starting at 1 o'clock on March 19th.
And minimum of cost too. It's a it's a good day, and we're happy to members of the fellowship. We're happy to be able to bring that to the community, and that's what we want to have. So
That's
just
it.
we're in our last minute now, Roy. So let's review the time and place and cost, stuff like that. Go ahead.
So we're at March the 19th, starting at 1 o'clock at the Tittapeaton Center, 510 Main Street North. The admission is $7, which will include refreshments, and we've got nice penny parade items that we're going to be auctioning off or selling raffle tickets on, I should say. And also, all of our performers have all volunteered their afternoon to come and do this for us. So
Yeah.
we hope that you know what, if you're not doing anything on that Sunday afternoon, please come on out and for a nice afternoon of entertainment and fun.
Yeah, we chose Sunday afternoon because then the parking's free downtown, so people don't have to worry about plugging meters and stuff, which is a really big asset.
That's right. No, don't have to worry about meters, and there's plenty of parking.
Yeah. Okay. Well, Roy, thanks very much for taking time from the many things you're doing, and hope to see people out on March 19th in the afternoon.
Yes, we hope to see them all there on the 19th as well, and thank you very much for inviting me on the program again. I always enjoy it.
Okay. Thanks very much. And
Thank
to
you.
you, thanks for watching our guests, and thanks for the audience for being here, and we'll see you again soon on Moose Jaw this week.